Tonight it's such a big night for me. I'm feeling quite nervous, but I'm very excited. And I feel like the last 7 years of my life, things have changed in both in my professional and personal life. And I've been very lucky to make 3 albums that I absolutely adore. And tonight feels like I can just get it down for history. My love of music and my love of performing has always been about what we're here doing tonight. It's about the live aspect. It's about getting out there, close to the fans, really being able to express yourself and, really perform the songs and really try and explain to people emotionally what you were thinking when you were writing them. So when you see people giving you back that emotion, it's a very special feeling. So it's going to be a big old night, and I'll be quite happy when it's over. We've got some real cheeky characters in the band. I've been working with these guys for quite a while now. In fact, Paul Gendler, my lead guitarist, I've been with him forever. Every single live show I've ever done, he has been there. So that's really nice to have that and to really grow with somebody.
I'll do a solo.
You don't sound like
You can't put me through that.
He can be really moody, but he also is really funny, really sarcastic. So he's always very good entertainment and an amazing player, as you will see. We got Vinnie Lammy on drums, who is really good fun. You hate me saying it, but he's more of a girl in the band because he's very caring and he's very considerate. So you go to Vinnie if you want a hug. Have you done anything yet? Oh, good. Because I'm really right. So.
No.
We've got Greg Hatwell, my rhythm guitarist. We sing When You're Gone together. He's such a superstar. He is hilarious. He can imitate anybody. He is just so much fun to have around. We call him the excitable puppy because he's the youngest and he's like a little excitable Labrador. Nick joined us when we started work on Beautiful Intentions. We call Nick the Lord because he's posh. He's not really posh, but he's posher than the rest of us. That sounds familiar. Yeah, he's great. He worked with the Manic Street Preachers for a long time. The newest member of the band at the moment is Scotty, and he plays bass, also a great vocalist. And he joined us, he's not really been with us, I don't think, more than a year, but the change in the band has been amazing. Musically, he's such an accomplished bass player. And he's Scottish, and he's really big, and he looks very scary, but he's not. He's a pussycat. So, yeah, we have a lot of fun together. Look out, now you know the characters. I've described everybody to you. You see if you can see that in their eyes, a little glint in their eyes, the cheeky one, the naughty one, the moody one. Sounds like a boy band. It's actually nice and warm, isn't it? I was worried it'd be a bit chilly. I was beginning to feel quite frustrated with the Spice Girls because everything we did, it was loads of fun, but we really worked as a team, and as an individual, I really wanted to express different things, both musically, and there was personal things I really wanted to get out. So I went over to LA and I worked with some amazing people. People like Marius de Vries, Rick Rubin, who's just one of my favourite people in the world. He's such a fantastic producer, and I'd adore to work with him again. And Rick Knowles, a great collaborator. We wrote some really great songs together. So it was such a creative time because I just felt free. Oh my God, I'm free. And so many great songs came from that time, and it was such a great, for me, a great launch into the world. Northern Star was my first solo album, and we're going to be playing some of Northern Star tonight.
Less is more, remember that, right?
Always goes down really well in live shows. People love to hear the oldies and reminisce. And I got my first two UK #1 singles from that album. So it's a special one for me.
Going down, going down. Can we stop?
What did you do there? Sound struggling pitching.
Okay,
But I just think when people come in, it's going to be better. Yeah. My second album, Reason, again, I recorded in LA, and that was quite a different time. I'd had quite a big personal upheaval in between the two albums. I'd really, had some problems, and I was overcoming them. So that was quite a tough album. I kind of was a little bit confused with exactly what I was trying to say. So I don't think it's my strongest album, but I think some of my best songs are on the album. Here It Comes Again is one of my favourite songs of all time. Home, I wrote with David Arnold, who is an amazing songwriter and producer. So it's always, it's good fun to do some of those songs that really, really mean a lot about quite a confused and mixed up time. Beautiful Intentions is my third album, and it's my baby. It's the first album I made on my own label, Regular Records, and that was really, about growing up, standing on your own 2 feet, and it was a big risk, I suppose, financially, but it was a risk I was more than willing to take. The songs on this album came so quickly, and I was so excited, and I just knew that, for me, it was something I'd be very, very proud of forever. We're going to do a lot of songs tonight of Beautiful Intentions. This album is probably more rocky than my first two. I think after doing a lot of live work, I really learned who I was on stage.
This could be the first day of my life.
So this one, I think, is my most exciting, and for me, I think as a piece of work, I think it's my best album. Well, maybe I should say it's my favourite.
So blind that I can't decide if you knew that I harbored beautiful intentions for you.
Tonight we're working acoustically as well as electrically, and people sometimes ask me which I prefer, because a lot of people know I like rocking out, but I love to work acoustically as well. It's a great time to really play with different tones and colours in your voice, and when you can hear yourself a bit better, it really allows you to play around with things like that. When you're rocking out, sometimes you're just screaming. Technically, perfectly, of course.
Every day is here to remind me that the past is always behind me. Something I could never change, but I won't let it hold me back. You arrived just in time. Now I know I'll be fine. I am not ashamed to say you truly are my inspiration.
I've played, that sounds really funny. I've played with orchestras before, and I've been really lucky a few times I've played, with full orchestras, which is such an amazing feeling to have, that power behind you of all those instruments. Tonight we're going to be performing with strings, a small quartet, and it's the first time as a band we've worked with live strings.
Let me leave me for a while, and maybe when I'm older, I'll understand the reason why.
For me, the strings, I like drama, and it's very emotional. and it had so many colours and layers to the songs. And you know, on the albums we have, you know, strings on lots of songs, but to work with them in a live environment is really very special. So that was something I was very, very excited about being able to do for the performance tonight.
Might not be forever, baby, whatever we've got today, won't you please?
One of the songs that I'm very excited to perform tonight is Reason. It's a very special song to me. It's got a very personal lyric. But this song I wrote with Peter Vitesi, who is such a lovely guy. I love to work with him. And I was very lucky on Beautiful Intentions to work with him again. He's somebody I feel very, very comfortable with. And I think that's very important. You know, it's funny when you co-write with people, there's always a different chemistry. And what I've always enjoyed with working with different people, it just, you know, it brings out different sides of you and different aspects. And I think, you know, with Peter, we always do something very honest and quite beautiful.
Reason why. Is my picture right, Greg?
A new writer that I've been working with, I sang one of his songs on Beautiful Intentions, my first single, Next Best Superstar. Really young guy, he's like 25, Adam Argyle, and he is brilliant. And we have been working together on tracks for my next album, and I've been recording some other tracks that he's written. I feel like he just has, you know, a real sense of who I am and how I want to express myself. And you know, together we have a lot of fun, and we've written some great songs, and you know, that's an exciting collaboration for the future. It's just going to be very, very special tonight. I just hope everybody enjoys it, and it goes well.